certainly would be amazing. However, Heretics a little busy trying to survive, trying to make it to Friday, make it into bracket play. They are on Bravo right now, facing off against Aspire to see if they can continue on here at CWL Champs. I'm your host, Katie Bedford, joined back on the desk by Maven, Merc, and Nameless as we start to look at our next alpha match, Optic Gaming
Banger.
and Evil Geniuses fighting for their respective first and second seeds in their group.
This is the first match Joe and I have cast today. It looks like a bracket match, right? Like, it looks like something you might see later in the tournament. Because to this point, I think every single one of our matches, for the most part, has been amateur team versus pro team. This is two pro teams, one of the biggest dark horses, I think, in the game, going up against... Actually, do you consider Optic a favorite or a dark horse? I think they're a favorite, right?
More of a favorite.
Yeah. Kind of in the middle. Of the
like a shaky favorite, though?
Yeah, shaky favorite, yeah. I don't know if I go far enough to say a dark horse, but I really think, you know, we've liked what we've saw from Optic so far outside of two maps. This is the test, right?
Well, and I think if you're an Optic fan, like, you just want to see them dominate a good team. This would be that team.
Yep.
But we know on the other side, there are some what we call Optic killers, Apathy, Attach, JCap, and some of Optic's biggest tournaments ever. They just beat them.
And the matchups were Splice and Heretics, right? That's what we're thinking about, the 1-2.
Yep.
Well, most likely that's what it is.
Yep.
And Splice has looked very good, so it'll be interesting. But can Optic take down some of the Optic killers, as you said so far? Looking nice for Optic. Over to Dashy's POV. Karma doing it with the Maddox as well. Accuracy, though, with the pistol, able to shut down Scump as he hits the edge. Now on the other side of the map, we'll go over to TJ, who's trying to make the first push into dark. Attach ready and waiting. Tucked away in the pocket. Good job buying time.
Yeah, this is one team I really wanted to see in Evil Geniuses because I wanted to see, you know, Attach in that SOG role. I felt like Attach, you know, for Evil Geniuses has been ridiculous, but he was using the Maddox, and you could see that, well, a guy like Exotic was very uncomfortable. And you just feel like the best Exotic we've seen this year has been with the Maddox, so we'll see how it plays out. But you talk about Attach and Apathy as a SOG duo, they could be one of the best in the world if they're both on.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, yeah, there are some teams, some people that might be a little bit intimidated playing Optic at times. Certainly not like when they were back in form, but you just don't have anybody.
No,
maybe Exotic, but the other four, like, you think Accuracy cares of how
even with last year. Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about, right? There's just not a lot of teams that are afraid of...
But especially on this roster.
Yeah.
Apathy, 150 off, hipfire not good enough. Is Scump able to give him the wiggles? 8-point lead to Optic as they're trying to retain the last bit of this time. But the big thing for the left side of that minimap as we head towards Fountain. You've already got 3 players. They get 4 as the pop comes in. Over towards next. I think one's just... trying to push out as far as they can. That's Scump sort of towards the first hard point, but the flood's going to come in towards Checkers and this top window.
Yeah, Scump's going to rotate back here soon. You're going to see him go back up that staircase. Krim with the ICR, able to find a few kills. Remember when we watched Optic Gaming play this earlier, Krim was great with that ICR. You look confused.
Well, TJ just like didn't heal there for a second. It's like it didn't dawn on him that he hadn't healed. Then by the time he realizes it, he ends up healing kind of mid-fight. Well, it did end up mattering, but I thought losing window control might end up being crucial, but that's what I was confused about. He just like didn't heal for a couple seconds. I was like, what are you doing? The cluster hit you.
And well, Dashy seems to be having one of those Dashy maps. Now 12 and 4, almost 13 as he put some nice shots on Accuracy. His teammate will clean that up. Apathy is just trying to run away with his life as he flies away. Close to streaks is Dashy, but does get taken down. And a nice hold here at Fountain for Optic.
Crim6 almost with 2 nice wins, but now over to barrels we go. The early setup there by EG, and you can't get broken early. You're already down 50 points. You need a bit of a stand here to make this a little bit more respectable in the early going. And I think Attach is really a guy that needs to pick it up. I mean, he's been called the kind of the hard carry for this team, the superstar for this team. He's double negative right now, and I don't know if he can afford a stat line like that, but the grapple back in the hands of Karma, and what a play that was coming through the top.
Yeah, 3 rings versus 2 rings. I know who wins that one. Karma with a nice one-on-one win over JCap. Attach, though, him and Apathy both find some kills, and we have that bit of a stalemate inside of barrels. But as Attach and Accuracy find kills, EG is going to get pushed up, and with these 20 seconds, they're right back in this game. Despite that great hold at Fountain, and, well, Dashy 15 and 7.
Apathy do. Those are brilliant shots at range with the SOG. Grab slam ready to go. Not going to need it because he's shooting nukes from the SOG. Another challenge comes in. Scump going to be up to the task, but the trade comes in nearly instantly. Caught between them. I have no idea how Attach survived as long as he did.
Well, I think stun comes in, right? I think Optic Gaming is ready for the War Machine. They get that call out, so they switch to Flak Jacket. TJ, he gets hit with a stun. And I think it was just a weird scenario. But as the skirmish goes on, Karma's still alive inside the hill trying to contest, but it looks like EG will stabilize for now, but the pressure right back through the middle of the map for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, it was Attach that was trying to call the War Machine because TJ, he's nowhere near it. I mean, he's 5 and 13 right now. Not the TJ we saw yesterday that was lighting it up. But
well, I mean, even the game earlier against Carnage, he didn't have the best match.
That's true. That's true. Dashy, though, is dominating at 17 and 10. JCap, the stun's going to split between multiple players. Don't think he really hits anything with it, but he's still able to take the gunfight. Attach now. War Machine for him. Last time the stun slows it down. This time gets it done, but TJ, there now TJ comes alive. 2 in a row for him. 1 big kill on the War Machine as well.
Oh, he got the third. He got the grab slam. The melee on the grab slam player. So Apathy, TJ with 3 big kills allows them to break that hill.
He kills 2 specialist weapons. That's a wild moment there from TJ. The TAC 5 does come in for Optic Gaming. 3 down now for EG. The next couple players spawning out pretty deep. They're going to have to think about a rotation. I know there's 25 seconds left, but they kind of have to. Now it's sort of off to the races because TJ's highlighted on the minimap. He's sprinting in through checkers. 3 players getting back towards Statue already. He's got a bit of a 1-on-2 on the other side of the map as we'll get over to his POV. He has the extra health to work with. He has the SOG in hand, but now it's really a 1v3 until Karma tries to make a play up mid. So EG are there first. No streaks for Optic to break.
You do have grab slam. TJ almost to his War Machine Crim, almost a Vision Pulse, but I don't know if they're going to get it on this hill. So you're looking at the grab right here. And that's going to be 4 dead for Optic Gaming. Dashy the last one up. Now they're going to have to wait for each other. Apathy's going to get aggressive. TJ does find that kill.
How much are they able to contest to this or keep him out of the point? I mean, they've kept him out a decent amount throughout the first 30 seconds of this. In goes Optic Gaming. There's 1 player still deep. Crimsix trying to do it all himself, and he's able to do just that. I know you don't get many points if you're Optic, but you've contested or kept EG out of it for 20, 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, about 20 seconds, and they're going to give up the final 20, so EG right back in this game. Now Exotic does have the Tempest. Apathy almost back to his grab slam, so I think it's going to be a big barrels here with all the specialists. Accuracy has found 3 kills, all with that RK7.
It's very good.
That's what we're learning, aren't we?
Yeah, very, very good. Karma comes through. 3 are going to drop for the grab slam. Crim6 combos onto 1. As Scump gets the 5th, that's 5 down for EG. And since you have a presence on the right side of Church and also left towards checkers, look how far out EG is spawning. This is the exact setup you want, and that is what's so dangerous about that 5 down scenario. And I feel like we don't see the perfect setup as much in this game, probably because it's 5v5, a little bit more difficult to get that perfect setup, but that was everything you could want if you're Optic Gaming as they push the lead out once again. 4 down again for EG. Great hold from Optic Gaming, and Karma close to getting streaks.
Yeah, but it was behind a lot. You had the Vision Pulse come through. You had couple of specialists come through for the side of Optic Gaming. Grab slam as well. TJ does have the War Machine. Accuracy is going to use his Vision Pulse on this rotation. They know they need to get right back into it. It has to start with this hill. Exotic going to fly on through. Has Apathy watching over him, and App with that grab.
Vision Pulse just runs out. He's going to go for, I thought he was going to get 3, but Scump goes vertical and maybe a little bit outside of the range of the grab slam, but still able to hit 2. But Scump, the guy that survives, close to applying some pressure towards the hard point, but now they got to slow it down for a second if you're Optic Gaming. You're kind of going 1 by 1, and they're getting cut down. Not an effective push whatsoever out of the Optic side, and you're allowing EG to get right back into this game. I mean, they've been more or less 1 by 1 for the final 20, for the last 20 or so seconds.
Well, yeah, from that grab, right? I mean, they just get staggered. you're basically in sort of like 3 players are going, 2 players are off spawn. They're not waiting for one another. Accuracy almost snaps onto the third.
And this is a sensational hold from EG.
Yeah, it's behind that vision pulse, really. I mean, both teams doing such a good job behind it, and well, it turns into 60 seconds, but that's going to tie the game up for the most part. Now as we rotate on over, JCap has a couple of Optic Gaming members to deal with. TJ, the first one able to find that. Dashy was trying to go for the trade.
Nice shots from Cap. Accuracy, the guy we got to watch, though, because he's on the 4 spree.
He's been using this so much. I'm sure the Optic Gaming players are so frustrated right now with this pistol. He's able to find another one, but no streaks.
Exotic stun connects, and he'll be able to push through and find that kill. 2 coming in for the Dark Alley, but Exotic up to the task. 2 are going to drop, 3 are going to drop, 4 almost down. As EG now making the late run in this map. 1, accuracy, I don't know, his primary might be an RK7, is every time we go to him, that's what he's got in his hand.
And it's another scenario where Optic just weren't waiting for each other. You had 3 players go down, 2 went forward, right? They were just staggering. Finally, it's a 5-man push, but is it too late? EG can win right here on this hold. 3 members go down, but yep, there's accuracy again.
Are you seeing maybe some undisciplined Optic Gaming hardpoint, at least in the second half of this game?
Yeah, I think you are. Just a lot of staggered pushes. But it may be enough. EG, yes, they are 12 points away, but you have this fountain set up now. Looking at the top right, no specialist to use. Yeah. A lot for Optic Gaming to use.
You're going to have TAC-5, War Machine, Tempest. So much to use here. It would take a massive specialist blunder, I think, from Optic to lose this. 2 kills, 3 kills come in. Things are falling apart. The War Machine's already been used. The TAC-5 not quite ready, and Dashy has the Tempest, but Optic got to think about how they want to get back into this. One player has gotten to the back. That's going to be JCap that's got an angle to make a play. He doesn't quite finish the kill. Doesn't have enough bullets in the clip. Now it's Dashy's turn to try and lock it down with a Tempest. 3 going to drop from EG. There's the shot he needs to hit. 15 points needed for Optic. 4 needed for EG. This is the last push from EG. Can they get through and contest? Here we go.
Dashy just has to hit 1 shot, able to do it there. That's going to chain. He's going to find the hipfire on to attach, and that should be it. Exotic is down. Optic Gaming lock up game 1, but it was a close one, and you see Dashy bringing the passion to the Alpha station.
And I think Optic at times looked a little bit sloppy on their pushes to retake a hardpoint, but when they got the early setup and the setup they wanted, especially in barrels there at the unknown fountain, they locked it down.
They did indeed, taking that first map. Close map, but taking it over Evil Geniuses. Now, in just a second, we do want to show you our Totino's epic matchup between these 2 teams for champs only. Obviously, it's not going to be these rosters in their entirety, but these are Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses, their matchups at champs.
Their matchup at champs like all time?
No, I think just this weekend. Just this weekend. So they're 2 matches before today.
Gotcha. I was thinking first when she said champs, I was like, well, I'm trying to think of their matchups. Like when I was trying to like think back over the years for a second.
Well, I thought it was going to be was like the win percentages that like Karma and Jake.
Yes. That's where my head went too, and I was like running my mind through it. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
But don't worry, we got it. It was just for the weekend. Yeah, 2 matches in, both obviously 2-0, right? They're able to get through, both top 2 in their group.
All right, let's swing over to Bravo now. Heretics and Aspire, again, both fighting to move on into bracket play. Of course, not quite as stressful for Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses there on Alpha, but one of these 2 teams is continuing on. One of these 2 teams is going home.
Just beginning this series here. Heretics, man, after the year they've had, like...
That was my first thought, too.
You look at them, it's like, man, I hope I see them in the bracket.
Right? Like... They have one of, if you're talking about foreign teams, one of the most impressive years of all time with how consistently they were able to place
like
top 8.
Yeah. In the just think about how good they were in the Pro League.
Like as much as we've knocked Europe's year, it's less Europe's year, more like UK's year, right? Like,
yeah, but I mean, coming into this event when we talked about pools of death, this was one of them. Like there was, I mean, you look at this Aspire lineup, there's a lot of good players on this team. Players that we saw in the Pro League this year. Fastball out, Robbie B. You know, we've seen Tish on a main stage before. Turn Up Too Easy is a very young search and destroy star who, you know, is just looking for his chance.
So who? Robbie was in the league, Fast Clogger was in the league. Who else was in the league from this team? None of the other 3 were, right?
No, that was a good one.
No.
That was a good one. I like that, Clint.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We're talking about Aspire and Heritage, actually, is what we're talking about. Because one of these two teams is about to be eliminated.
Yeah, I was trying to see if Heretics improved a little bit in the time that they had when they played Splice, because if you remember in Miami, Splice beat them 3-1, and they matched up again here in group play, and Heretics did not look much better. They got destroyed by Splice, and maybe it's just Splice getting a lot better with the time, but it just seems ever since Heretics made that roster change when they got rid of Sucre, it just...
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be one of the biggest question marks of the entire year. Was it the correct choice?
And I feel bad because I don't know if it should be on Vortex. Like, I think Vortex has played pretty well when we've watched them, but overall as a cohesive unit,
it's just team
the same, right?
It's also role changes, everything else. They were just constantly shuffling themselves.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. They did a little bit too much.
I mean, look at Optic, right? They're just like... they consistently top 3. They try to get some role changes, maybe to win first, but they got worse from it. It felt like Heretics was going through the same thing. Like, I get it. You're not happy with top 8 and top 6. You want to do better. But instead of trying to fix those tiny mistakes that you were doing with those set roles and those players, you try to switch things up and see if it works out better. It just doesn't.
I mean, oftentimes, like, teams... you get to a point where they are like top 6 consistently or top 3, right? And they plateau and they're trying to get to that next level. And, they look at all the things they're doing wrong. They never really look at the things that they're doing right. And when they make those changes, a lot of things that they're doing right can start to go wrong. So
I like that, and that's philosophical right there.
Yeah, it is. And that, thank you. And that's that happened to Heretics. It also happened to Optic Gaming, right? You can't.
You remind me of like Socrates or something.
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah, no, a little bit.
I think that's like a distant cousin of Vance.
Yeah.
A distant cousin, very distant.
Do you have hunter-gatherer genes?
Yeah. Not that again.
Yeah, I don't quite think he was a hunter-gatherer, but maybe at some point.
Well, I am, and so is Clint. So.
And that's really all that matters here. But again, if you want to watch Aspire and Heretics duke it out on Bravo to continue on to bracket play, you can do so there. But however, we have to get back into things with Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses, see how this search and destroy is going to shake down.
Right into the search and destroy we go into round 1. Advantaged Optic Gaming. It's going to be TJ with the first blood. Apathy at risk of getting caught. He's between a rock and a hard places. I think 3 players going to swarm him. Massive numbers now to Optic, Joe.
See what Exotic can find. He's sort of on his alone. Somebody attach. Attach is there.
A chance to make a play. Not able to do it. He's in a tough spot. Optic get the first round. Scump finds something funny, man. His laugh kills me.
But that's good to see, right?
Yeah.
Just sort of the camp played hard. And I'm sure, just getting out of groups is a good thing for them, right? Just considering last year.
And I think one of the question marks with this team for a while has been Scump's competitive spirit, like whether his heart was in it at times. So I do like to see that. Him having fun, him locked in, him.
Yeah, like how committed is this? Well,
all
those guys, like Krim, Karma, Scump, that's what we always talk about. What do you tell 3 of the guys that have won the most things ever?
You've won everything, you've done everything. Sometimes it's tough to find
that intrinsic motivation.
Yeah, it is. But I'll tell you what gives some extra motivation. Like
losing.
If this is like Optic's last tournament as Optic, I think there. You had Optic Day, the tweets from Hector the other day. I think there is a little extra motivation for this team, and that's part of why I picked them to win it. I don't know. I believe in storylines and fate.
Not interactions. Here we go. TJ going all the way around on a bit of a late flank, was able to find an opening, and behind that Optic, and he gets set up towards his B site. Accuracy, though, with some nice shots. Pretty soon, I'm sure you'll see his RK7 come out, but doesn't happen.
4v3 now for Optic. They're going to back it up after the plant. And you think this is a round they'll have locked down without any major blunders, as they've got everything watched, and until you can eliminate that ICR on the back, it's so difficult to win. But Attach is just going to hop it. Scump is going to peek. Fantastic setup there from Optic.
Yeah, Attach is just the first point guy, right? I mean, they don't come out wide on that van. Krim able to wall bang through it, finds that one. Exotic the last pair left. Not a lot of time, but because they don't check out wide, Scump's there, and yeah, when he gets the call out, he'll peek it. Nice round win, but guess who it starts with, TJ? Right, same with round number 1.
Back-to-back first bloods, right? And he had a really slow start in the game 1. I don't know what he finished, but I mean, it wasn't a great start to that map. He was
still a very scary map 1.
See if Optic Gaming can keep the first blood trend going. Back to defense they go. They are going to have 4 players towards A, so this should be a fast round with regards to how many players are going to drop early in it. Who gets the first pick? EG, Optic go in for it. Attach is able to get that first blood. Now they have 5 on 3 numbers, at least for a moment, but now the rotation comes in from Optic Gaming, but it's too little, too late. 3 have already dropped. 5 have now dropped. They take the numbers. They play it aggressively. They get the first blood, and from there, easy work of Showers.
Easy work of Showers? In Showers?
Easy work in Showers? Yeah, in Showers. Thanks, Joe.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, Evil Geniuses early on, both rounds, they went towards that B side. Nothing was working out. That's where Optic was finding those openings. They just go right back to A. They play the 5 versus 5, able to get their first round on the board.
Dashy, Paladin in hand, overpass. See if he can get eyes. Sees 1 go jumping across. Apathy's going to have to be careful from that angle, and Dashy's just going to switch it up to the Maddox. Passive offense from Optic Gaming. The fact that he almost did with the Maddox from there. Paladin, Maddox, range, they don't matter.
Yeah, well, with this passive round, you'll see like Evil Geniuses sort of scrambling around, trying to find any information. What does Optic want to do? It looks like Bomb's going to rotate back. They're going to head into A. Exotic's going to get this information inside the site. So he's going to spot these players crossing through Showers. He's going to see Dashy jump across. That's going to be the call. Hey, they're here. Back on up. Play the 5v5.
You've got a bit of utility to use. You've got a cluster available on attach, which we've seen grenades be so massive on retakes from this site. Dashy's trophy could be crucial. TJ's cluster, no kills, but backs him up and buys him 5 or so seconds as they look for the setup, gets him with some information as well. And it's Krim with the first blood, a little bit of a bait and switch. They line up for Dashy and Krim. Krim with 3. 5 up, 5 down. Optic Gaming round victory.
And I love that round for Optic. A lot of the times what you'll see is the offensive team just sort of back away from it, play from the middle of mirrors, right, inside of Showers, and that's when things get dicey. But Optic Gaming, they just sort of go for the gamble. They're going to hit these 2 doors, and they don't allow them to come through, try to slide through. We have all 5 players aiming at you. A bit of a trap. We really haven't seen that much.
And I think the cluster like throws off the timing for EG too. Like if they're opting to get aggressive from there, TJ's cluster backs up, what, 2 players there at the doorway.
Yeah, so now
it gives even more time to get in position for Optic.
Now if you're EG on defense, they do go back to A. Are you going to do the same thing? Maybe you throw a different look. That's when those adjustments have to come on in.
They're starting to move up mid-map. Scump spots 1. Doesn't realize there's 4 there, but as TJ comes out and peeks. He gets another first blood. That's what 3 for TJ in this game, but Krim basically drops at the same exact moment. That'll put us into a 4 versus 4. On the hunt on the flank, you've got 3 players coming through. Will they be ready for this? And this is a position where if post-plant, they can push out towards Scump. Like they can take a 3-on-1, 4-on-1 towards Scump's side.
They just don't know, right? They have no information. I don't know if they want to take that gamble. So Exotic, him in an accuracy, get taken down towards the flank. Now you know. Now both Jacob and Attach know, and that's when they're going to push out. They have the information. Attach, he finds 1, but it's also his teammate, so he's left in a 1-on-2. Has the cluster.
Scump did his job. Scump did his job.
He's able to find 1, almost onto the second. Dashy, though, able to clean it on up.
That was close. But yeah, Scump from that spot has to come up with a kill. I know it's a team kill, but it might as well be a kill for Scump. But you played it pretty well if you're EG. You just unfortunately let Dashy and TJ both get 2 uncontested picks when they first pushed in. And then the team kill ends up hurting you as well.
So we'll see what adjustments EG start to make. Now that Optic has given them a couple of looks. It gets close here. We'll see how close Dashy was. I think it was like
40 to 60 HP, somewhere in that ballpark, right?
Never mind.
We just wanted to tease it.
Yep.
What was that, 4-1 now, Optic? 3-1?
4? 3 or 4.
See if he switches back to the Maddox after not seeing anything quickly again. Scump set up inside of Sushi.
Here's the aggression too. You have Apathy right on the other side. Krim Trying to find anything he can. One is Apathy, where does he go? May just wait for Exotic to make that call, but TJ, that's number 4 for him, that 4th first blood, 7th kill of the game. And that's the call. Apathy, you see number 5. He's chasing Krim, he's chasing Optic Gaming, and he actually decides to turn around. They have no information towards A. Now they do is they hear the glass break.
7 kills and 4 first bloods. That's ridiculous.
It's just when they're at their best. I mean, he's that type of player.
I can't believe Dash even got a hit marker with that first flick. But this is what, I mean, when they were in championship.
Apathy's on the front there. Can he make the play? That's just too many targets. 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2.
They'll get dropped. But what is it? It's something around like 13 and 4 or something for TJ and Dashy right now combined. 2 of the best search players in the game is the reason they're on this team. Dashy gets 1 with the Strife, able to replace the Paladin with a Maddox, and gets 1 final kill there. Dashy and TJ taking over as I combine their names. Lightning now available for Dashy at 7 and 1. Game 1 so competitive. Game 2, not the case. And it's already a 5 versus 3. TJ challenges the edge, goes soaring forward. The trade should be there quickly. They're able to do just that. Accuracy drops inside of Towels, and Optic Gaming make very, very quick work of EG in the search.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of what we were talking about. If Optic Gaming are able to win the first map in the series, they've been such a strong search team when TJ and Dashy are playing at this level. If they go up 2-0 in series time and time again, it's going to be so hard to beat them. It just is, yeah.
Right, I think it's time to swing on over to Bravo. Well, Alpha, of course, continues there. Heretics and Aspire, again, going into this S&D. Heretics up 1-0 overall.
Yeah, so quick update on that game 1. Vortex actually had a phenomenal performance with the Maddox. He was running that. It was Arsenal, so he was running that Maddox. He was going off. Him and Lucky both went like 27 and 15, just absolutely dominating the game. Vortex picked up some streaks on that first hill. Second rotation, it was just lights out from there.
And we do want to reiterate that both of these teams are fighting to qualify into bracket play. One of these teams is going to go home.
You gotta imagine if they're playing like that, like Vortex and Lucky. Lucky's always on point. If Vortex is playing like that, it should be a relatively easy series for them.
Well, and I think too, that's a different look, right? Seeing Vortex run a Maddox on Arsenal, he was always using that SOG, so maybe something looked good in practice. But I'll tell you what, one thing we've seen a lot from Heretics throughout the year is frequency search and destroy. Like this has been one of their go-tos. So
for
I'm
Heretics?
sure they're for Heretics.
Frequency and Hacienda come to mind. Yep. Two they play a ton. They like to be aggressive, and that looks like the play call here towards A.
Yeah, they typically just keep it very simple, right? Like just towards sort of bullying this A bomb site. Looks like they're going to rotate off. You do have a lot of pressure middle of the map from Robbie being fast baller, but they have to back you on up through elevator.
Man, we've been seeing, you know, Heretics got knocked out kind of early in Miami. We haven't been able to see Lucky Sniper in action, but you know, there was a point where I was like,
when it is,
he was like the best sniper in the game. Like he's
up there,
nasty with that thing.
He is
Hopefully
up
we
there.
get to see it here on this map a little bit, maybe near B.
Oh, Tish!
What a nade!
See you later, buddy.
They use a stun check on one side, frag on this side. First blood in for Heretics. We'll see if they can play behind it. Lucky puts the number even more to them. You just feel like they've got to keep improving, man.
Yeah.
Heretics?
Yeah, like with Vortex, I felt like each event they were going to get better. Well, I guess Miami.
I mean, we only saw them at Cross Division in Miami, right? In Miami.
Oh, yeah. Why was I thinking Anaheim? You're right. Crossplay in Miami, yeah.
Crossplay in Miami. So it hasn't been a ton of, like, LAN experience with
We know, like, even before Miami, like, they weren't out here scrimming NA teams.
Oh, that's right, the big thing we talked about, right?
Good practice. So, you know, with them, maybe it is just, like, going to take a little bit more time to develop. I mean, I need to see a lot more from these guys.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was really looking at their Splice game to see if they improved. That was the only match where you can really take anything from, and they got bodied, so.
I didn't get to watch it, but I heard it was just not close at all.
It was
you told me it was just like a 3-0.
I didn't watch that one.
I saw it was a 3-0.
You get 3-0'd, like,
Well, there are different types of 3.
So what, did Spicy go 9-0 in
I don't think they lost the map.
Yeah, I think they went 9-0.
Well, actually, no, they did. They lost the map in their series right now to Hybrid. They lost game 2, Search and Destroy.
Okay.
So 9-1.
Oh, they're still playing.
They're on Seaside Hardpoint right now. It's tied. Hook had a big performance in that game too, despite losing. He was like 13-6.
Just want Hook to have an event to shut up the haters, man.
He told me before this event, he's like, "Man, I'm going off this event. I don't care what problems we've been having. Like, I can't be losing this early." That's what he said, like exact quote.
Well, it's also the last event to do so, to make a run here in this season.
I mean, I think Hook just knows, like, a lot of people are starting to question, like, how good he actually is.
Oh, just on Reddit, I've been reading it, like, just, you know,
even us. I mean, we've talked about how good he is for months, and he was on Envy, and obviously, I don't want to say there was an excuse, but he didn't have the team around him that now Splice is. He didn't have teammates like that.
What they got top 4 champs though, right?
Envy last year?
Yeah, Envy got top 4.
They went on a crazy run.
Yeah.
So I remember the Envy phase series was like insane.
Yeah.
Game 5.
Vortex closest streaks.
Yeah, if he's able to get this defuse, he'll be very close. And there it is.
So Heretics looking good on map number 2.
As that round finishes itself out, again, that is Heretics and Aspire fighting to continue on into bracket play there on Bravo. But we do need to get back into things with Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses on Alpha. Again, if you can hear a little bit of background noise behind us, that's because they are working feverishly to get things set up for everyone to come in and enjoy CWL champs starting tomorrow.
I think I have rehearsals once we finish this.
Yeah,
we do indeed.
Match.
I'll tell you one thing, the venue's looking incredible, though.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Joe, this is the Gridlock is the control we casted earlier today, right?
Yeah.
First Carnage? I mean,
Yeah,
different matchup, obviously, but they looked incredible here.
Well, it's always, I mean, you talked about frequency, hardpoint, always a staple for Optic. I think Gridlock hardpoint is another one that comes to mind for them. They've had these staple maps that if they lose them, it's a shaky weekend, because then they have to switch it up where they try to change their controls, and I just don't know how that is. But remember, we were talking about Dashy sticking with that second ICR.
They seem to go back to what got them a win in the top 3s. And so far, looking good. 2 life advantage, pressure to B almost immediately. Pretty split defense from EG right now. They're trying to fight towards the spawn as well.
The pressure's here, but EG actually did a good job because they held top street. There was 2 players that were split away from Optic Gaming.
Well, hell, they were pushed to back broken, basically, right? They were fighting at the back, the big tree.
And we know how difficult it is to sort of, capture a point with only 2 to 3 players on it. It just takes so long.
I think the guy that really shined last time we cast this was Crim6. He dominated here with the ICR. If you watch the Carnage match. Optic's looking for some kind of opening. They've only got really a minute to work with. And EGS keeps getting this first pick to slow it down. You just can't get set up right now if you're Optic. Apathy should get caught. He should get caught, but he smokes Scump. Dashy hits a frag grenade, but not going to matter as 2 of his teammates have fallen. They've at least got pushed out of front, broken, but Apathy on a big flank.
Yeah, he found it.
Might be able to make a play.
I think TJ's looking for him. TJ didn't see him. Scump, he's going to get killed right off a spawn. Now you have a SOG inside of Broken. They do trade it on, but like you talk about, just the clock. I mean, 30 seconds left. Attach is playing his life, but the push has to come from top street, and here it comes. Accuracy with that ICR is traded. JCap with the other one able to find a couple of picks, and now they have numbers on the point.
Crim6, though, buying time by staying alive at the car. You're at least able to get in here and stop the clock, but how long can they actually do it? 3 down, I think, for either side. Lives basically even. TJ, can he go off? Not able to hit the melee.
I think one bullet hit the other guy, and I think the melee hit the other.
You would love for him to stay alive from that power spot, but not able to do it. Dashy doing a lot of damage from the front car, but ultimately drops a nice cluster in from Attach to clear them out of Sushi. Nobody now in the objective to stop the clock, and Apathy has come soaring out. That looks so silly from TJ's screen. Only Karma and Dashy left. This round is done. EG, hold on defense.
Yeah, a nice defensive round for them. Just gave them no shot towards that B side. And really, they didn't allow Optic to really push that flank. There was one point where they had around a bus stop with 3 players, but like we were talking about, they held them back broken for so long.
You love the defense from EG, though.
Yep.
And that's what's scary, though. You get 3 defensive if you're EG, so if you're Optic, you're feeling like they need to get some streaks from their defensive side, maybe to use to open up that street, or specialist usage.
Well, we've seen Optic sort of switch it up at times and throw a B hit right off the start, so don't be surprised if in round 3 they go towards that B zone.
I could flip the game 3 on its head, certainly. Scum. Apathy maybe got in his head a little bit there. That was, it was like 2, 3.
I mean, poor Scum, like 3 and 9, maybe 3 of those are from Apathy just being in the spawn. Throw TJ and Dashy towards the A zone, maybe to just waste some lives, see what they can find. But zone A gonna be captured. Now Optic setting up this defense.
What a start from Apathy, though. 12 and 6. It's attached, though, that's close to streaks. Apathy, well, kind of in that neighborhood as well. Flak Jacket gonna keep him up, despite the frag coming in.
Well, Evil Geniuses down 2-0 in the series, but up 1-0 in control. Let's go to an Astro Gaming listen with EG.
Top bridge. Push on mid. No, he didn't. He's close hole.
He busts up.
I didn't see him.
He could flank you rock.
Hitting rock.
Rock and donut.
One shot. Crim post, one shot.
Alright, take your time, guys.
I'm right side.
Go around right.
I'm not sure this guy what is, guys. Could be hole. I'm in a corner by rock. I'm coming right again. You guys
What's hole? 6 behind you. Or Dojo, one shot.
He was one shot. Died.
Turn around.
Back soda. I spawned
Was there one blue car? I'm about to go on the bridge real quick.
I'll have blue car now. You're good.
Alright, I'm cutting help you in the back. They can spawn donut.
They're all back 18.
Bus stop. Karma. Oh my god. Karma stop. I only see one bus stop.
One could be. Was that blue car? Top
I think they're blue car.
Oh, okay, One's blue box. Blue box.
From where?
Bus stop.
They're playing their spawn.
They're playing their spawn heavy. Alright, we gotta go front. Seth's climbing map. Nice. One's that cube. On the bridge. By Ambi. Y'all my child home with you?
Cube, one shot. Red.
Keep looking at my left.
Cube.
He just hurt bottom.
Left cube.
Left cube. One shot. One more top.
Stop to Envy.
He jumped off. Nice job.
Nice. Could be one more. Get outside. Yeah, Josh, take your time.
We gotta go front here.
19 to 15 in the lives department. Optic still holding on to B, and there's only 40 seconds remaining for EG to try and make the play. Apathy, due to the hot start, has his grab slam available, but he was 12 and 6 coming into this round. Definitely slows down up until that moment, and now he goes high. Can he make the play that gets him in? Maybe put Optic into an 0-2 hole early in this control. Apathy's got a chance to do
nice
it.
nade.
Not much you can do when you're stuck with a cluster.
No, there is not. I was going to say, it's been such a good defense by Optic, but then they allowed EG to get through. I thought EG was going to take advantage of it. They have one more push. Exotic trying to stay up inside of boxes, doing a great job, but does get taken down. You still have the grab if you want it. He connects with 3. Apathy, that's going to be 4 down. Is attached. Finds Karma. Now you just have to stack the point if you're EG.
What a grab slam from App. 18 and 10. Optic can't get there in time, and EG shock him on the offense. Go up 2-0 in this control. Is Apathy taking over? Oh, you just saw that setting up on the X-ray, man.
Yeah, they all come out of post right there, right after Exotic goes down.
And honestly, yeah, if Exotic doesn't survive as long as he does, that timing might be off a little bit, right? There might be out there, there might be ADS able to pick him up before he's able to actually get the grab slam in. Could be the same result, but I think you got to give some props to Exotic just surviving as long as he didn't post. Apathy, no stranger to this matchup, and he's having a hell of a game 3.
And there's a reason we say he loves to play Optic, right? Like, he even did it in game 1. But here's that different look I was talking about from Optic Gaming in round 3. They're going to send 2 towards that A side, but EG actually doesn't bite on it. But 3 kills go down as Crim finds 2. He's trying to get...
Oh!
able to find it. Now that's all dead for EG. They're going to be right on this B zone.
Oh, did he just give him the wiggles? Did one pump him with the RK7?
I don't think there was any wiggles. He slid forward. Apathy just missed.
It looked like Apathy's right thumb broke for a second. Like, what was that? No, he should not be dropping, but Apathy comes right back off spawn and gets 3.
And he gets 3. Don't worry, guys, I got this. I'll make up for it.
Oh, what a sequence that was. Apathy rebounds in a big way. One portion of the objective meter done on both sides.
That was insane.
It looked like he literally was a bot, and then he comes off spawn and kills 3.
Yeah, he's got 4. He's about to find 5 in a row. Well, nope, gets some bad timing.
That was nuts. Now Optic should be able to finish up A, but accuracy, highlighted top left in the minimap, he's all the way towards back tree. You got to think about how you want to play this if you're Optic. Now if they kill accuracy, they can think about taking it through broken this time around, but Apathy doing what he can to contest. They're going to bring the TAC-5 on, allow Apathy to continue to try and do his thing and dance, but there he'll get picked up. The point is done now for Optic. Now you're sending, what, kind of 3 towards that back garden. It's a bit staggered now.
Yeah, Tempest is out. There's only 1 player left. That's going to be Dashy. He gets knocked as well, just trying to crawl away from Exotic. One player trying to hunt him down. That's Apathy back in that corner. Yeah, EG, their defense was so good last time around, and it's because of their broken control. Attach, he's up top. We'll see if he can stagger this push at all, get some bad timing, drops right into Dashy's lap. That's going to be a free kill, but can Exotic hit one more shot? It's about to run out, yep.
Thankfully for Optic, it runs out. It just feels like Optic hasn't had one chance on this PC where they've gotten the first kill and been able to kind of play behind it. It feels like it's always
the pressure hasn't been there on the flank, right? Just like the gunfights have been all EG, and by the gunfights, I mean Apathy, because he's 28 and 14.
And I think when we talked about this EG team coming together, like stability, making the right play, right position was going to be something that stood out for them. And where is that going to be more obvious than like defense on control, right?
Yeah.
8 versus 6 might be a 3-0 in this control to extend this best of 5 between Optic and EG. Optic's last push. Can they get in? You got to use everything available to you. You have a Tempest, you have a War Machine, or nearly have a Tempest and a War Machine. The War Machine comes out from attaches into things. Dashy, last man up. Pin bottom broken. Good luck, sir. He does earn the Tempest, but attach gives him the shoulders. EG with an impressive win there in the control. And both these teams we know are going to be through to bracket play, but I think it's a test for both sides. How can Optic play against this EG squad? And EG up to the task of taking down some of the top teams in the world.
And Optic certainly not able to find a foothold in any way there on that control, getting 3-0'd by Evil Geniuses, which will extend the series to the next hard point. But we need to swing back to Bravo, where Heretics and Aspire have been, we've said it a few times, fighting for their lives, fighting to stay in, to make it to bracket play, to make it to Friday.
Doesn't seem like Aspire's really fighting. They just got 6-0 smoked.
Is that what it was?
Not fighting particularly well.
Yeah. Seems like you're just standing there and getting beat. But yeah, Aspire got smoked there. Metals was 9-1. It was a 6-0, absolute dominant performance. After that round, we jumped out of it. Vortex actually picked up streaks the very next round, and it was pretty easy from there. So Heretics look fantastic right now. Also, on the flip side of that, on Charlie, Splice was able to clutch up and beat Hybrid. Game 4, 250-230. It was actually pretty close. Thought Hybrid was going to run away with it, but Splice were able to clutch up. They got Seaside on the last Fountain Hill. It was just insane.
They finished 3-0 then overall, right?
Oh, yeah, they finished 3-0.
Well, Heretics, quick work of the B side, but now the difficult part begins. See if they can method some streaks as well. What did he start out, 4-1?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Who
went off, by the way, in the game, too? It was anyone.
It was Vortex that picked up those streaks when we jumped out, and then right after that, it was Metals. He went 9-1, just dominating game 2. It's like the best frequency search I've ever seen. It was 6-0, so fast, like 5 minutes.
You see, I mean, yes, Heretics may 3-0 Aspire, but things are only going to get more difficult for them. And you kind of look at where their ceiling seems to be.
I mean, this group
How much farther can they go?
Yeah, this group matches up with the Optic EG group. So, like, depending on who wins these games, like, that's who plays who.
Yep.
I'm just.
I don't like either match. Well, okay, I'm just saying either matchup could be tough, Splice or Heretics. I guess I'm just, yeah, you favor Splice just considering Splice beat Heretics 3-0, but both teams are just filled with talent, can get deadly, man. The Heretics gets hot. We know they can beat just about anybody.
Yeah, it just depends like what your team's good at. Right? Like Heretics is just, they're solid at search and destroy, so they can be like a big threat to any top pro team who's, you know, respawn.
Oh, especially with a team like Gen G out, you don't have to worry about them. Their search and destroy prowess.
Well, that's interesting how that shakes things down too. It's like, well, you know, the fear of Gen G, all of their strengths, that's not really an issue for anyone anymore to have to worry about. So
yeah, it just
focus on.
It just really affects the bracket. Like whatever side they would have likely slotted into. I mean,
it's like how much were you preparing for Gen G, and then
I don't care how good an amateur team is coming out. It's not Gen G.
It's not G. Yeah, Gen G. Like they have Envoy on their team. Like that kid's insane. It's gonna be tough.
Those are nice shots from Lucky.
Without them.
No, it really is. It really is. Lucky rips somebody off of the van. No, it's one kill from Streaks. There it is.
Yeah, they're smoking these guys.
They are indeed, again, Heretics one map away from continuing to bracket play, knocking Aspire out. But now, once again, you keep watching that on Bravo. We do need to swing back to Alpha, our final Alpha match of the night. That is Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses, with Evil Geniuses getting a solid 3-0 on the control to push it to this hard point.
Can EG push them to the map 5? They get the early hard point control. Optic kind of scrambling to get back in. They win the fight out towards artillery, so that'll allow them to try to slot in through a window and apply pressure there, but it seems like EG is ready for the hold.
I mean, map number 1, a 4-point game, right? So it was very back and forth on that hard point. Could have gone either way. But you know what we were talking about with Optic Gaming, you wanted to see maybe a dominant series out of them. You really haven't seen that in the respawns.
Yep. In the respawns against lesser competition, yes, but not, well, God, accuracy's our case.
You have to just be so annoyed.
Good pocket shotgun. Team kill through for EG, but not going to matter. They'll get the back spawn. Now fighting for back garage control will be Optic. They try to push through. The entry player is TJ. He'll have a big gunfight upcoming. He's just going to wrap right around the back, able to snap, gets a little bit of help, but 3 of his teammates are going to drop at the same time. So now TJ is just kind of in no man's land, like nothing he can really do. And they keep spawning him out pretty deep. You should have a nice edge after this if you're EG.
They're just so far pushed up middle of the map and towards this artillery. 3 go down. You're going to see where Optic spawning just so far away, all the way towards back office now. And yeah, it was a perfect hold by Evil Geniuses. Now you have an opportunity to maybe get 2 hills in a row with this 70-point lead. Attach is going to be all the way in the back. I don't know if they're going to expect this, for him to be in this position.
Well, I think number 6 tried to spot it for a second. It was Karma that looked back there for a moment, so I think they might suspect something is going down back there. It's just going to be a timing thing early. When Attach pounces, what are they focused on? Can he time the collapse well with his teammates? Well, that'll delay things. This 2, 3, 4 drop for EG. Now they're going to know they're all spawning in the back. They should get eyes in a moment. Yep, Dashy gets all the information. They know where they're at. He takes the fight at range. He's got the power position. Nice shots in. But the grapple comes through, flying it over the top. He's going to need some help. He gets hit to 8 HP, but he gets that, then challenges the edge, damage into just about everybody. Would have been even closer to Streaks if he could have got 1 bullet in on the player back steps. He's, what, 275 off. Now 115 off with the objective progress. Or maybe he did get 1 bullet in then.
You love this hold, though, from Optic, right? To realize the situation where Attach could be. They win all the fights and then just sort of trap them backstairs. They don't mind if they have the back spawns. And now Dashy going off with this ICR. 4 in a row. Has all the time. Full streaks for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, that's one way to answer a perfect hold from EG. Get a perfect hold for Optic. The difference, though, you get streaks on Dashy. I was about to say you get streaks on TJ, and this is a map where streaks are huge. So go ahead, have your perfect hold if you're EG. You didn't earn 2 of those heavy-hitting streaks like Optic was able to do, but you still have that 20-point advantage, and due to early control of guns, you force a streak out basically instantly, and during the streak, you get 3 kills. So that works out about as good as it could for EG, and scrap everything I was saying about the importance of streaks.
Yeah, now you forced the lightning out already, so both streaks going to be gone for Optic. He does find 1 scump with the opener, so this will get Optic Gaming into the hill. But I think you'll take that if you're Optic, plus Attach finds 3, potentially the 4th, but Krim, Dashy, they get inside. Now Krim has a chance to earn some streaks of his own.
Not if he doesn't reload his ICR. He picks up a Maddox instead, okay. Down 15. More streaks, potentially. Apathy, who was so good at map 3. Abysmal start from him at 3 and 10.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a different map, right? You can get punished so much with a SOG. Just due to all the lanes that the ARs can lock down. It's so hard to just traverse the map. But even with the 4 and 11 from Apathy, you still have the lead.
Yeah, very true. Over to a final hard point in the first rotation. Karma, one of the key positions on the map, will get dropped, but TJ there with the trade. Scump continues to watch window. TJ actually gets 2 in a row, nearly 3. 3 players from Optic, though, are going to drop in the same sequence. Crim6 with the RK7, enough to continue holding window control, but they haven't really been able to get into the hard point. No one really able to influence the spawns enough that it hasn't really been flood after flood after flood into office. EG might end up walking away on top of this hard point, but it was pretty close.
Now you see Accuracy and Attach trying to push through this window. If EG can transition this hill into another hole towards the middle of the map, this can be a big lead. But Dashi, Karma find the kills that are needed. Exotic trying to stay alive. Apathy was trying to go on a flank. But I will say, I mean, it's another scenario where Optic, you would think they would rotate. They don't. And Evil Geniuses have a chance to win 2 hills in a row. This just has to be where Optic gets better. Their discipline in hardpoint and winning those rotations.
It's what you talked a lot about during the map 1. J-Cap in on the flank. 3 drop for Optic. Lead getting bigger and bigger now for EG. Apathy just barely able to get away with his life. They're trying to fight in for these final 20 seconds. Karma grapples on through, but he will get caught. Optic battle for the final 15 seconds to scrap. But it sets up Accuracy in the next hard point. There with the ICR.
You have Crim with the Lightning. So Crim does get taken down by Accuracy, but as soon as he spawns up, he's going to wait for his teammates. Accuracy only getting headshots right now. But there's the Lightning Strike. They're trying to run away from it. Exotic, can he hit a shot with the Tempest? So nothing out of the Tempest. The Lightning opens up the map for Optic Gaming, but can they get in the hill? TJ has to win a one-on-one to do so.
4 go down for EG. Optic get in. Spawning in the back garage will be EG, but with 40 seconds to go and a ton of time to earn, the lead change potentially there for Optic Gaming. They are set up. Crim6 at 21 and 10 at this point, almost has his vision pulse. And you can see how far ahead Accuracy is, because Accuracy only has 11 right now. Crim6 maybe another chance to get streaks, but his head's going to get picked off by Accuracy, the headshot machine. Dashi hits the shot. It's Scump that's actually able to finish the kills, and now 125 away from the Lightning is Dashi as he opts to wrap towards mid-map and look to get set up for Statue. Much like we saw Attach do last time through, it's Crim6 this time all the way in the deep office building, ready to push forward for Nexus, waiting for his teammates to rotate across.
EG have this rotation. It's going to be one of those things where Dashi's trying to play for streaks, but how long does he do it? Has to wait for a teammate to bait for him. He's going to spot Accuracy in the back. Not able to finish the kill quite yet.
Here we go. Chasing it.
Yeah, he's chasing it, and right away he's going to call in this Lightning Strike. He's going to ping it, force EG inside a vent, force them inside a lobby. Crim6 is going to find another one. Double positive for Crim. This allows them to get to Statue.
Honestly, if the streaks have really kept Optic in this game, I feel like, right? They'd be getting blown out if it wasn't for their ability to earn these streaks. You still have the Hellstorm to use. Lead now under 20. Nice damage in from Krem and able to stay up. The wide challenge comes in, but it's Scump with 3 as they all push forward, focus on the back step. Scump is able to get 4, now maybe more streaks for Optic Gaming as he's 75 off, and we will have ourselves a tie game, 175-175, headed back towards Artillery. The story was, can Dashi get streaks in the last hard point? This time the question, can Scump do it? He's able to get the streaks. Apathy able to get 2 as the grab slam comes in, but the Lightning Strike earned for Scump. Now Karma's turn. Karma's turn with the grab slam, but it's a cluster. It's actually TJ's cluster that hits him as he goes for it, and he likely had 2 or 3 kills ready and waiting.
It's fine. Dashi's able to find the last kill. Got a little chaotic there.
I mean, they get bailed out. I thought that was going to get real nasty after the team kill.
I mean, the best thing for them is that Apathy uses his grab while the streak is coming down, and that's when they sort of trade those kills. So You'll take that time and time again.
I don't know how the cluster killed him. I feel like he was still like 10 feet off the ground when he dropped. Those clusters are strong.
They're bouncy, like super bouncy balls.
Over towards next, it's Karma. Locking down the back garage, another streak in from Optic, their final streak. It's the Lightning from Scump. Gets another kill after that, but they go 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3. Nobody quite with the edge yet. It's a one-on-one really remaining at the hard point. It's going to be Dashy going up against Accuracy. Accuracy with the RK7 able to win it. So it's EG from the back. Hitting the front will be Optic. Collecting the time now. Optic Gaming 30 points away from victory.
I mean, we talk about Crimsix, but Scump has really been the one on this second rotation that has turned it on. 27-19. Another attack 5 boost in for him. Helps him win that first gunfight. JCap gets taken down. And when we talk about staggered pushes, that's really what's going on right now for Evil Geniuses on this hill.
They have to, though, just because it's like
desperation time. Scump, Dashy locking it down. This duo so strong inside of office. And more streaks for Scump, 29 and 19 out of him. And Optic Gaming go 3-0 in their pools. A much different result this year than the previous.
And you gotta love that if you're an Optic fan to see Scump going off. But the streaks, the storyline of that game 4, how many did they earn? And early when they were in trouble, bailed them out twice, kept them in the game. They walk away with the W.
They do indeed. Evil Geniuses only able to get that one control for, again, falling to those streaks, falling in that hard point. But now we need to swing over to Bravo, where Heretics and Aspire are still going at it to try and see who is going to be the last team to continue on here and make it into bracket play. There you can see in the control, Heretics up 2-1. If they take this round, I believe they were up 2-0 overall, they will seal the deal.
Yeah, well, I mean, just look at the positioning with how much time. This should be over. This should be Heretics in the bracket play.
Yeah, when I saw them in their spawn and a Lightning being called in, I figured that was probably traumatic.
Yeah, I mean, the last hope really is the vision pulse from Robbie B to maybe help them just stop the clock and get some map positioning, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Fastball is going to find 2. They get a ticket A.
I mean, Metals and Lucky, once again, like, there's every single player on this team is playing fantastic in this entire series. Aspires woke up a little bit in that round number 2. They just got their specialists and used them early on. You just look at the life lead here. It's
lifetime. I mean, nothing really going Aspire's way. Tac 5 in will help Metals win that one-on-one versus Super, and now you just have to sprint forward into a war machine. Good luck, Aspire.
Oh, but he actually hits a shot with the light, or with the Tempest. Lucky gets 2 with the final grenade. They might get this A point, but the lives, yeah, gonna be the worst part of this.
I mean, right here, if you're Heretics, you just can't throw away.
Yeah, I would just give him the point. Give him the point. Stop throwing away. Even those 2 lives. Why? Just give him the point. Play TDM.
Yeah, you're up 6 lives. Like, just stay alive. You just threw away 2, so.
Yeah, the one scary part is there's already 2 takes today, right? So this is where it just gets a little bit scary.
If you get wiped once, right, they just hop that point.
Yep.
Lives become irrelevant.
That could be the opening, but Journey's there at front take. He finds 3 kills, and it's all down to 5. 11v5 for Aspire in their tournament hopes.
Thank God for Journey. I don't know how the hell he gets 3 there at the front tank.
Maybe one player was grappling? That didn't make sense.
Fastball is all alone. Yeah, he just gets isolated out.
After I saw Forma and Looney clutch a 2v17.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. That was an intense series online, for those who are wondering.
It was insane, though. If you didn't see it, you need to watch it. Turn up the last one. He's going to fall. Heretics.
Stay 2 right there.
You get into the bracket.
Staying alive, but yes, they got into the bracket, but they did not make it look easy.
No, I mean, I think they played solid right there versus Aspire and Hybrid, but I mean, dropping down to Heretics, like Ant was talking about, we wanted to see maybe a better performance against the top team in the pool. But I mean, for Heretics, you get there, and now anything can happen. Katie, are we going to see the bracket here soon?
Soon. Not quite yet, but soon. Yes, we will.
I feel like every time, so what, we have Heretics Optic. I feel like every time we saw them match up against each other in the Pro League, it was always like a game 5, like a really close series.
Well, in the Pro League, but at events, right? At events, it's always been Optic dominating, I'm pretty sure.
They played like once at events.
It's once or twice.
I can't think of the top of my head, but I just remember some wild game 5 type series in the Pro League, but...
It was game 5 in the very last time they played. Optic was able to run away with it, but it looked like Heretics could have beat him there. It went like round 11, I think, on Arsenal. So
I mean, I picked Optic to win, so they're taking that and they're making a run.
Well, we will have to see, but before we get to that, we need to do our PlayStation instant reaction with Lucky from Heretics and Jess.
Thank you, Katie. How does it feel to take a 3-0 victory over Aspire and qualify for bracket play?
I guess we feel good, but we really don't because of the Splice match. We know we are not playing at our best level right now, so right now we have to go to the hotel, watch some bots, and like get prepared for tomorrow, because if we play at this level, it will be tough for us tomorrow. So we need to step it out, I think.
What all do you think you can do realistically in the time you have today before tomorrow?
I mean, like watch bots. We already scream some teams, and like getting a good mentality for tomorrow. I mean, it's like one of the most important things for us. Being prepared ahead of the matches. I don't know if we play EG or Optic. I don't really know which one is this, but yeah, watch both of them and like go hard tomorrow.
I know you've also talked to me a lot about vibes and that good mentality and such. How do you get into those good vibes and that good mentality that you need?
I mean, getting a good warm-up before playing our games, like getting together, like, I don't know how to spell in English, but like together.
You can feel free to say it in Spanish if you'd like. I know you have some Spanish fans watching as well.
Pues eso, en ponernos en coro así, motivarnos entre nosotros, hablar un poco antes de la charla del partido y sobre todo eso, like motivate each other, you know.
Sounds great. Well, muchas gracias. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Back over to Katie at the desk.
Thank you so much, Jess. And that was, of course, with Lucky from Heretics as they managed to qualify and continue on into bracket play. Congratulations to them. And we know how big momentum and motivation and having their team on the same page can be to help them perform well. But on that note, our groups are done. So we can take a look at everything down.
Oh, no, I thought it was...
No, we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. I promise. I promise.
It was a big tease.
I
wanted to see it.
No, I said group. I did not say bracket. I said
You were like, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the groups.
Don't jump the gun. We'll get there. It's on my schedule. We'll get there, I promise. But you can see how the groups finished out. Singularity 3-0 at the top of Group E. 100 Thieves, Splice, and Optic looking a little more normal in the rest of the groups there.
Wait, so how many amateur teams ended up being? 3?
Team War,
Sicario,
Singularity, and Sicario. Three.
That's actually, I believe, I'm going to have to get it from JP, but I believe that might be the least since the inception of the CWL.
That's fine. It's a Maven fact. Everybody believe it.
Does that dig deep and really bother you?
Yes. Yeah, some of the stuff he says is absurd and people believe him.
That one bothers me for some reason. I don't even know why.
Oh, God, looks like an egg.
All right, let's talk about
a hairy
Astro MVP candidate Skies.
He's got to be.
Saving Luminosity. Continuing them on to make it to bracket play with such an incredible play over UI.
So I was talking to the producer in the back, like, who should be MVP today? And I was like, I vote Sky simply because of how important that 1v1 was, straight up. That could, like Joe said, that
look at that.
1v1.
I don't even know how he finished things there through the wall.
And he's one-shot so many different times.
It is ridiculous.
I would love to know
finesse.
I would love to know exactly how much damage he took there.
It was like
It was 500.
It had to be around 500. It had to be.
He zigged, he zagged.
It had to be.
Just around the statue, and then he just... I mean, even right there, Methods has the first shot there.
No, Methods.
Methods had not the best birthday.
No, he might forget about this birthday. Maybe look at his last one.
That's
maybe
tough.
the next
He just
one.
turned like 23.
That's tough. He almost killed him so many times, man. Whew.
Nobody likes you when you're 22.
All right, PlayStation Damage Dealt leaderboard. Now that we have 2 days under our belt, let's see where things are going. Dylan, maybe not a surprise, sitting at top formal there in third with Scraps right in the middle.
Well, I think one of the big things that I noticed is the fall of TJ right from yesterday today. I know he played 2 matches today, but he was #1 yesterday in the 500s. But Krim then coming up on top. If you're Optic, you see three of your 5 members up there. LG fans, you need someone else to step up with Formal.
It's interesting, too, because Formal has like a .95 respawn KD. Everyone else, for the most part, it's like
He's
a 1.3 to a 1.5, and he's third. It's kind of interesting. And, well, but yesterday, remember, he was fourth when they got smoked 0-3, so that's probably part of it, I imagine.
Yeah, and I think looking, yeah, that's true. But I even saw Brezzy at number 4. We talked about how good Brezzy was before he joined Enigma 6. So if Enigma 6 wants to go on a deep run, Brezzy has to keep that up.
Their general needs to keep standing up and playing.
Dude, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
That was, yeah.
He stood up and played against Gen G in their last match. Like, had his monitor tilted.
Just see, like, for players, like even like casual players, like you're like positioning and posture.
Yeah.
Like the most important thing, like, where the monitor is exactly 6 inches from your face. Like it's huge, and he's just standing there with the monitor like tilted up. It was incredible. I laughed for 10 minutes when I saw the video. Basically.
All right, we did ask you using the hashtag CWLPS4 on Twitter what your biggest takeaway from day 2 was. And coming from letters, Europe has come to play Singularity, Reciprocity, War, and Units, and potentially Heretics making it to bracket play with full European teams and FaZe, Sicario, and Splice having European representation too. That was
about time. It took all year.
I mean, that's a good point, though, right? I mean, we've been waiting for Europe, and yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. A lot of European representation, and it should be an exciting bracket.
It should indeed. Let's take a look at our next tweet from TJ. Kenny is dangerous with any gun in the game.
Sniping, ICR, SOG, Maddox, fact.
And the RK7, remember?
Yeah.
Everything. Stay away from him.
We only
He'll
cast
kill
one of
you.
their series, but he was nasty.
And our final tweet from Canopy. Singularity is the Cinderella of the tournament. Insight is absolutely disgusting.
Can't debate that. Yes, they are.
Detain.
Singularity Sicario is
Detain as well. Detain doing amazing things on those S&Ds.
Yeah, Detain.
I mean, that's the weirdest round 1 of all time, right?
One of them. I'm
It's
sure
up
there's
there.
been some weird ones, but yeah, Singularity
that.
Sicario. You could be right. Another Maven fact. I believe it.
All right.
What they did in their group, though, like 3-0, beating UIU and LG, that's nasty. That team's dirty.
I'm excited to see what they can do.
Indeed. Well, do you want to know?
Yes!
Bracket.
Show me the bracket!
Bring it up.
All right, it's time for your bracket. We will see where we are going on Friday. Here is your winner's bracket for CWL
Can't even
champs.
see all the way over there. Hold on.
All right, so it looks like, I mean, this looks pretty even.
LG 100 Thieves is the one that I'm just like,
Well,
wow.
I mean, bottom, okay, never mind. The bottom side is insane. You have FaZe, Reciprocity, Luminosity, 100 Thieves, Optic Gaming, Heretics, and Enigma 6.
Didn't you think for some reason Optic was on the other side of this when I talked to you earlier?
Someone tweeted that at me. But
okay.
yeah, I mean, you look up top. Envy, Unit, Sicario, Singularity, one of them is going to get top 6.
We'll see how far Cinderella can go.
Yo, is Pat gonna do it again?
Stop it.
Is
That's
X
what I
gonna
was
do
just
it again?
thinking, like,
How did, I don't.
I mean, the only top team up there, the only top team is United.
Aches is going to do it again.
Stop, man.
And if he beats the United, imagine.
Well, and guess who should have probably been up there? Gen G.
Yep.
That is just.
I mean, yeah, Gen G falling
Pat's-
so early opens up so many avenues.
Thing is, if
Pat's
gets
4-team little bracket, there was Singularity, Sicario, and Units. What?
if Aches gets into a situation where he's like top 6, top 3, like he's gonna.
He doesn't even have to face like he doesn't have to face like a favorite or a Titan for 2-3 rounds.
And you look at Envy and you look at all those teams right there, right? You have gunless. Like you should win.
No, so to your point, I guess the tweet does make sense though for Optic, because basically, I mean, they play Heretics, then they play Elevator, Enigma 6. Like they could play obviously.
So their first 2 rounds aren't
their
that
first
intimidating.
2 rounds aren't that intimidating, but as soon as you get to winter semis.
Clint's face right now.
But yeah, I mean, just the bracket above them: FaZe, Reciprocity, Luminosity, 100 Thieves. That's 4 of the top 8 teams in the world right there.
Like, I know anything can happen to champs, so if I'm a United, I'm like, all right, top 3.
Yeah.
Well,
But you
Splice
have to
too.
take it one match.
Well, we've also seen what happens when complacency hits you, though.
No, it's true. It's true.
Splice is right under
Anything
that.
can happen. It's just looking at it based on what we've seen this year. United.
We will see
Have fun.
what the Tiny Terrors, the Twins, and Clayster can do. But time to bring up the schedule. Again, you saw the bracket. Now we're going to see who gets to play first, who's going to be kicking things off for Friday of Champs. There you have it. Envy and Units beginning the day at 10 a.m. Pacific, followed by Splice, EG, LG, 100T, Optic, and Heretics.
Every match is lit.
Every single match. And this is it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some great matches. I think I'm looking forward to LG versus, 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I even think EG versus Splice will be a very good matchup. I know we're talking a lot about, E United, but Splice, they would play United winners round 2. Like, we've talked about Splice having the opportunity to get like top 3. This is the tournament to me. Like, just looking at the bracket, this has to be it, right? Like, this is their golden chance.
It's hard to like just hype them up because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
We haven't. That is very true. But again, anything can happen. We'll see how this bracket begins to shake out. But group play has concluded with the end of our second day here at the Poly Pavilion in Los Angeles. 100 Thieves, EG, Optic, Splice, Elevate, Team War, Reciprocity, and more have qualified today for bracket play starting Friday. Unfortunately, not all teams could make it through, with Celtic, Midnight, and UIU among those eliminated. These first 2 days have not disappointed, but the heart of this begins tomorrow. We will see you in bracket play on Friday.